Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today is the 1st of December. I'm going to be vlogging today. I've got a chilled out day at home. I've got loads of stuff to clean up. We had dinner last night. We had fish fingers. No, not fish fingers. Matt had scampi and I had fish cakes, chips and beans. And it was one of those just really easy Saturday night. You know when you get home from something you're like, I'm too tired to cook. So we just went to the shops and picked up like a bunch of frozen food basically. And it was a really yummy dinner, but we left everything out, including, you know, when the beans get stuck to the plate and it's really difficult to get them, like scrub them off. So I need to clean up the kitchen. I'll show you that in a second. I also need to make our bed today. So one thing I did want to say was I was planning to do like throughout Vlogmas big bedroom reveal. I had grand plans to paint our bedroom and do a bunch of different things. But unfortunately, I'm not going to have time between now and Christmas with Vlogmas, with working full time and just trying to generally like maintain friendships and relationships and do normal life to paint or do any more to the house. The house is pretty much, we've bought all the furniture and that has been so expensive. We spent a lot of money in the past couple of months and we just kind of want to like slow it down. I don't want to be picking paint colors that I'm regretting or doing anything crazy. So yeah, I'm going to just show you the rooms as they are and take you through all of that throughout Vlogmas. So there's not going to be any big bedroom reveal, but the big thing that I want to do today is build the bed. Now, I'm not sure how it's going to work because there's a lot of pieces going on and it might be a little bit tricky. So it might have to wait till Matt is back. He is going to Spurs today. I'm also going to be having my friend over for a little bit this afternoon, coming to see the house and just all of that stuff. So that's going to be really nice. But yeah, I thought, let me just intro this vlog. I want to show you some little things I picked up stationery wise, which is very exciting. I've got some Christmas cards and a little bit of stationery and I want to write a to-do list for the day because I feel like Matt always thinks that I've got ADHD. I don't think I do, but I really struggle. I don't really struggle. I struggle to like complete tasks, I would say. And I get distracted and something else will take priority. And there's a few things that I just want to make sure I'm ticking off the list. Also the spare bedroom. Anyone else with the spare bedroom, do you also have this problem where it's now just become an extension of your bedroom? It is clothes everywhere and it just means that you can close the door on it and you don't have to clean it, which is not really good in the grand scheme of things because the mess just builds up and piles up. Let me show you these Christmas cards first of all. Okay, so we went to the shop called London Bookshop. No, what's it called? It's called the London Review Bookshop. Very sweet little bookshop. And they had a little installation where they had different Christmas cards and stuff. So I love these. I'm gonna also try and write my Christmas cards today. We got these, which are like little stripy green and white Merry Christmas. I just think they're so cool. They're by a lady, traditionally printed in London by Heather Evelyn, and her username on Instagram is @HeatherEvelyn_. So I got three of the red, got two of the green, and then I got two of these little red Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year ones. I just think they're so sweet. I'm so excited to send these out. Obviously I've got a mixture because I also have the ones that Sarah sent me from her, you know, hand painted collection, which is going to be really nice. I'm going to do like a bit of a mixture. And then I also just picked up this happy birthday one because I thought that was so lovely. I would love to get that on my birthday. So I thought that was really nice. Heather Evelyn, those are her details. Oops, it's not focusing, come on. Please focus. Heather Evelyn, that's her details there. I will just show you my cousin and his lovely wife, who I feel like they're like an extension of like my siblings. They sent us a really lovely bunch of flowers and a bottle of champagne for moving into our new house, so that's really exciting. It was so nice to come home yesterday and actually like had a bunch of flowers on the door and I was like, who are these from? It was so exciting. And then I also got there's a really cute little stationery shop. Honestly, I think you would have seen it in my previous vlog. I don't know if you would have or not, but it's called Present and Correct. They have the most aesthetic shop. Like you walk in, everything is like organized colorfully and like in perfect unison. It's laid out really nicely. It's really like nice shopping experience. Sorry about the washing machine. And I couldn't help but pick up this little pen. So I saw this in there. I just love the colors. I think it's just such a pretty little stationery. You know, it's got all those things that you really don't need, like sellotape, and you know, there's some stuff that was like £25 for, you know, a sellotape holder. I'm like, I can't justify that. But if you're into stationery and really nice bits and bobs, they're like things you would have out on display. They also had a really cool clock. I think it was by Hey Design that I'm thinking we need a clock in here somewhere. So maybe we'll get that at some point. But I'm gonna sit now and write my to-do list with my new pen. And I'm so excited. I also need to do some Vlogmas planning because I was planning to be quite organized, have ideas ready. That's a wash machine. Have ideas ready of like things that I can film and bits and pieces, and I've done none of it because I've been so busy. So last week was super busy for me in terms of like social plans, and then next week, like this week coming, is going to be really busy. I've got my work Christmas party. I've got I'm going to see Vampire Weekend as well, which will be really fun. What else I have on? I'm going to Manchester for the weekend with my mum and sister, so it's going to be chaos. I actually can't even think about how I'm going to fit in doing all my vlogs, but it's going to be fun. I like it anyway. I'll take my laptop with me. And yeah, I'm going to go and write my to-do list now. It's time to tackle this mess in the kitchen. Look at the state of all of this. Also, devastation when I opened these beans today and realised, also ignored the state of this cooker. I need to clean this. I don't know when this got so dirty. I opened these coffee beans this morning, and not beans. I thought they were filter coffee, but they're actually beans. I need to get a coffee grinder, I think, because I really like this coffee, and apparently it's way better when you actually grind the beans yourself. I've written my list for the day, and I have given myself like 15-minute intervals to get things done. The first thing on the list is do these dishes, and that is going to take me 15 minutes. Then I'm going to go into the bathroom, I'm going to clean the bathroom. Then I'm going to put in another load of washing. And yeah, I'm going to do like a wild half hour to an hour clean of this downstairs, and then get on with the rest of the things to do. We're obviously going to make lunch together. I need to go into town, I need to get something nice. It's rainy and dull and grey. There might be a little antique fair on today that I might have a little browse in. It might not be on because of the weather, but let's see. Anyway, let's get cleaning. Guys, I'm home from the supermarket. Oh my god, I'm absolutely soaked. I don't think I actually filmed anything whilst I was out because it was absolutely pissing it down and horrible out there. I got loads of bits from M&S. I got a lot of inspiration whilst I was in the supermarket, and I thought, let's cook something like nutritional, healthy, yummy, but warming for lunch and then also for dinner. So I'm going to be having a bit of a cooking afternoon. I feel like it's the best way to decompress after a busy week, and also keeps you like off your phone, off the apps, doing all the different things. So I'm going to show you, of course, what I picked up. Okay, I'm changed into my comfy clothes. I realised I need to put my rings back on. One sec. I'll just put this on open now. I'm back in my comfy clothes and let me just show you what I picked up from Tesco. Here we go. I've got this huge bag. I'm going to put it on the floor. Salad. Some parsley. Okay, so for lunch, I got one butternut squash. This is like not too big. It didn't have like the big bottom bit. And also a red pepper. The idea for lunch is that I'm gonna roast these and put them in a salad. So obviously the leaves come in handy, the parsley. I really like parsley lately. Broccoli, I'm also gonna roast some broccoli for the salad. It's gonna be like a warm salad, but the base is gonna be the leaves. For dinner, I got a roasted chicken. This is gonna do us for tonight, obviously, and then also for the rest of the week. I'm gonna use this in lunches and different things. For the salad, I got some avocados, and then I also got some feta. I feel like that's gonna be nice. One thing with salads I realised as well is that like people hate salads because they don't put good things in them. And at work, most days I have a big bowl of salad and I'll put like a really nice pesto drizzle on it. I'll always put croutons, they're like my favourite part of it. And I often think people just hate salads because they don't put nice yummy things. So I got some croutons. These are baked croutons made with garlic puree and parsley, dressed with olive oil and sea salt. I'm sure they're going to be good. Then I also picked up a nice olive oil. Obviously we have our cooking olive oil, but I actually prefer to use this sort of nicer stuff for salads and like dressings and stuff like that. Obviously I'm not cooking with that, it's just more for toppings. Then to add a little bit of substance to the salad, because obviously I can't just have leaves. Well, I could have leaves. I'm gonna have some bulgur wheat, and I have never cooked bulgur wheat like this in this form. Obviously I've used it in the packets and the sachets, but I thought let me just cook some of this properly from scratch. So I'm gonna do that with you. I also got a large fairy. I never go for the red one. I find red can be like one of those colours that I'm like, I don't love to see it all around the house. I like a little pop of red here and there intentionally, but I don't really like the look of a red wash not liquid. Is that a really bizarre thing to say? I feel like it is. But it was the only one that had this squeezy bottle, and I feel like these are super clean. They don't get everywhere, and this mechanism really works on the bottom to stop it like going everywhere. So I got that. With dinner, I got some flatbreads because the idea is I'm going to do the roast chicken, then I'm going to kind of like tear it and pull it, and then I'm going to serve it with like harissa and a bit of yogurt. And I thought either rice or flatbreads, but I'll give Matt the option of which ones we have. I feel like he will pick rice, but I picked these like Greek style flatbreads. They're really good and they're like really nice texture. I got some pedal bin liners just for our little bathroom bin. Got the coffee, but it was the beans that are ground, so we can actually use them for our coffee machine. Then I got a bunch of jars, so let me just show you these. Okay. So Matt takes to work, well he started taking to work, pesto pasta, and he really likes just a plain red pesto with his pasta, so I got him some of those. I think he's going to start taking like salad with it as well, just so it's a bit healthier, but it's mostly just to save a bit of money. This is the harissa that I got for tonight's dinner. This is the brand Bilazu, and it says chef grade ingredients. So let's see, it's a B Corp, certified B Corp. I like these companies that are B Corps, they mean they're doing good elsewhere. They also have the Great Taste logo, which I think is really good. So yeah, let's see how this tastes. I've actually had this before. It makes an absolute mess in the fridge, but it's really good. Cajun seasoning also for the chicken. I don't know if Cajun and harissa go, but I feel like you don't really taste it too much when the chicken's roasted. So yeah, there's that. And then I also have some onions that I'm gonna cut up with the chicken and kind of like bake them as well, so it's like nice and saucy. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So let's get this away and let's get cooking the salad.
Cheers.
That's it. So we're drinking at lunchtime.
So that's good. But it feels like late for me because
I'm going to put some more on top. But do you think that is pumpkin overload? If you've already...
What's your heritage?
Gujarati. So and I can tell that they didn't really know exactly which table. There are so many of them. I could be a bit tired, and I've got like a real weak spot for prawns. Certain words like that. My parents lived in that is making some kind of just like this alabas martyrs and dal like my favourite period. And you could that's like predominantly what she used. And I tapped into them. That's the only online dating somewhere and had a nice life in Lincolnshire. No, it didn't get that far because nobody yeah, so it's an umbrella project which was £1,000 to make your dreams come true. It's my laptop one day and it's like, oh, I noticed this could be a book and oh, maybe. Joyful, brilliant, not cooking.
My lunch took so long and the bulgur wheat, oh my god, I've cooked it wrong. I've done something wrong. It's turned out really like lumpy. It's definitely not meant to be the consistency of porridge. But anyway, it's going to be good. I think it's, yeah. I've just got a little bit in there and then I've got loads of my like leaves. I've got feta, croutons, olive oil, my roasted squash, whatever it's called. I'm going to go and eat this in the living room now. As I said in my previous vlog, we're literally eating in here all the time now. But our chairs come on Tuesday, so that's good. Just while I'm eating my lunch, there's a couple of things I need to recommend to you. First one is this show, and a lot of young people will be like, that's such a boring show, but I absolutely love it. I've watched every single episode of it. I've definitely told you about it before when I lived in my old flat, but it's this show called, God, what's it called? It's called Fake or Fortune, and it's on BBC iPlayer, and it's got Fiona Bruce and a guy called Philip something, who's an art dealer. And they basically go and talk to people who think that they have found like incredible pieces of art that are kind of like lost, or, you know, like someone's gone to an antique fair and they found this artwork and it's actually turns out to be an original. And they kind of like will investigate it for the people and take it to an expert to be like officially, you know, counted as one of these paintings or not. So there was one that I watched the other day, it was so emotional. Well, it wasn't emotional, but you know when you just see one of these like older guys on their own and you're like, oh my god, I love you, I feel so sorry, not sorry for him, but basically it was this old guy and he was struggling. He was actually like a small town art dealer himself, and he'd found this painting at an auction and he paid £2,000 for it. And it was this painting that he thought could have been from a Canadian artist who was from the 19th century, and she used to paint women working. And honestly, the painting was incredible. Like, I would actually have it in my home. It was so beautiful. And anyway, he found this painting and it cost £2,000 and he bought it and he was like, I think it could be hers. And he was really struggling with his like hips to get up and down the stairs. And then they said to him, like, if this is a real painting by this artist, it could be worth like hundreds of thousands of pounds. What are you going to do with money? And he said he was going to buy a bungalow because his hips were hurting it. It was so heartwarming. I was just like, please let this be worth like all this money so he can get his like house that is going to like change his life. Anyway, it turns out the painting had been stretched over the canvas. The canvas had been stretched over the frame. They had like tilted it too much, like pulled it over so you couldn't see the signature. And the painting, they did all the research. They like go and test the type of paint and what era it came from, and it turned out to be a painting from this Canadian artist, and it was worth like a fortune. They had this billionaire who's like the largest collector of her paintings in the world, who's from Canada, who his intentions in the future is to gift the whole collection to art galleries, which, yeah, I should think so if you're worth $1 billion. And he was going to buy the painting from him, and it was honestly so emotional. I was like, oh my god, I love this guy. I'm so happy that he's like got his money and he can, yeah, get the house that he needs. Sorry, that was a long ramble, but that show is really good. And then also another one that I was about to tell you about. What was I about to say there? Oh, another one was the John Benet Ramsey documentary on Netflix. That's really good. It's obviously like super sad, and her family, it's about the murder of a young girl who was like 6 years old, and someone broke into her house and murdered her. and her family were basically like ripped apart in the media, and it was awful, and the police were just pointing towards it being her family the whole time, and there's literally DNA that disproves that it could ever be her family. And it's a really interesting documentary. It's really sad. It's not too long, but it's really good if you're into like crime stuff. I'm loving the salad, by the way. I feel like it's delicious. The bulgur wheat is weird, so I need to figure out how to cook that. But anyway, I am going to put on something. I've actually run out of things to watch at this point.
Who's that for?
So my friend just left. Matt has come home. I actually met him for a quick drink in town. We went to a little local pub and had a drink. He's actually using the bathroom right now, you can probably hear. And I have a roast chicken cooking. And before we eat, we are actually gonna go and make up this bed. We're hoping it's only gonna take an hour. Have you got the toolbox?
Yeah.
We've got toolbox at the ready. We just have to get it over and done with. It's gonna happen pretty quickly. And then we're gonna have the evening to chill, which we're looking forward to. My previous Vlogmas is uploading, which is good. My laptop's been playing up really badly. I'm actually worried I'm gonna have to get a new laptop. But anyway, that's tomorrow's problem. So also the bedroom, we don't have a lampshade in the bedroom. I wanna get a nice lampshade. Please let me know if you know of any nice places to buy lampshades, because the bedroom has currently got the big light hanging from the roof and then a lamp on the floor, and it's not a good look. So let's go and get this done. We're having a break for dinner because the bed building has been a lot more difficult than we thought. We have both got blisters, if you can see, all over our hands. It's a solid wood bed and it's obviously really good quality, but it's just tricky to get the screws in. Anyway, here is dinner. We have roast chicken with like Cajun spices, and we have a harissa yogurt here. Matt's gonna come and do his himself. And then we're gonna sit and watch a bit of TV and then get back to it with the bed. This is probably the last time I'll talk to camera because the bed building's taking a long time. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned after this clip for the final bits of the bed, if we get there. And thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 4. Bye. Guys, the bed is ready. We made it and we decided that we're gonna put it here for now. That's the main door. Obviously the headboard still has to go in here. That's Matt's wardrobe there. It's a very good quality solid wood bed, but wow, that was difficult. We're exhausted, right? Bed's looking great. I can't wait to get in it now.